Well, here's the new Trailcam. In the past I've had some Tasco Trailcams. Now I've got this Wild Game 360 Trailcam. Hope you all enjoy this episode of Trailcam Monday. Alright, so at first I thought I'd mount it on the pond, but I didn't see much activity there. So I thought I'd mount it here. I think I've seen some fox tracks and possibly some coyote tracks or wolf tracks, and in the past I've seen some moose come in here. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is my new Trailcam that I've got. It's a Wild Game Innovations 12 megapixel 360 cam. It's got a 70-foot illumination, 1 second trigger speed, True Bark HD camouflage. So let's open her up. First off, I really like the packaging it's in. It looks really nice. I mean, not that packaging makes a camera, but it's certainly pretty nice packaging. So let's open it. Alright, so here's everything it comes with. Camera, manual, strap, and a T-post attachment. So let's have a look at the camera. So here's the Trailcam out of the package. Overall it seems pretty nice. It's got 3 motion detector spots, it looks like, right here, here, and here. And then another 3 right there. The display is in behind right here. You unlatch it right here. And here you've got the display. And setting adjustment. You've got OK, up, down, side to side, power, and reset. On the side you've got an SD card port. And on the bottom you've got your batteries going here, your battery tray, and an external power supply, which I think is really great. Let's put some batteries in it now. So here it is with the battery tray removed. It's a little difficult to do it one-handed. Takes 8 AA's. So I've got some Energizer batteries right here. I'm going to put them in. Alright, so there it is with 8 AA's in it. Now I'm just going to insert it. There's a rounded edge and a squared edge on this. Matches up with the battery bay. There we go, it's locked in. It's got a tripod mount as well. And then this T-post mount, which bolts on right here, which I think is really cool. I also seen it mounted to a tree, which I suppose would work. It just wouldn't detect behind it, but it would still detect here and then on the front. So now that the batteries are in it, let's power it up. It is a little difficult to get on camera. It's fairly small print, but you can see some of it. And there, it just went off again. It's probably some kind of automatic power off setting. So I'm going to go through the settings. I probably won't do it on camera. I'll point out some of the cool settings, but I probably won't do all the setup because it will be rather difficult to video it with the camera and to be able to see it. Alright, so I decided I would at least show how to do some of the settings. I'm also going to put in an 8GB card I've got right here. This thing can handle up to a 32GB card. So I'm just going to put it in right here and power it on. And I'll try to get it to show up on the screen here. So, we're going to set the time first. To set the time, you're going to make it so that it has it on time and date. And we're going to hit select down here, or OK it's actually called. Then slide downwards, then hit OK. Alright, now that's set. Now day, there, then OK. There. Now location, I'm not going to bother with that. So the next is trigger, and we have some options. We have PIR mode, flex time, and both. Alright, so PIR mode is motion activated, flex time is time lapse, and then both does both motion activated and time lapse. So I'm going to set it to start with to PIR, or motion activated. They have still and then video. So I thought I'd show at least some from the manual. This is with the flex time. I thought it was a kind of cool feature. So you want to leave it in the field for at least 48 hours and then it will start to properly function. And basically it's showing here, you can set it 15 minutes before sunrise to 1 hour after sunrise. 1 hour before sunset to 15 minutes after sunset is period 1. And then you have period 2. Let me see if I can get a better focus on this. 15 minutes before sunrise to 1 hour after sunrise, and 1 hour before sunset to 15 minutes after sunset. And then there's interval here. And then there's some more down here. Motion activated is probably pretty straightforward. If you get the manual and you're actually setting it up, it's probably the easiest to follow, but I'll just show me going through some of the settings. Alright, so it goes to sleep every so often, but when you go to PIR, still takes a picture, then there's video, I'm going to leave it to picture, then there is when it's active, so I think that's a cool feature. You can have it 24-hour, day, or night. So if you just want to get pictures during the day or night, you can do that too. I'm going to leave it to 24-hour. PIR sensitivity. There's high, medium, and low. I'm going to leave it to medium. I like that it's adjustable because sometimes it's annoying when you have a place where there's like weeds moving and stuff. You get a lot of false triggers. Then there's exposure. I'm going to leave that to medium and try it out. And then still resolution, I'm going to leave that. There, it went off because it wasn't touched. Let me power it on again. Still resolution, I'm going to leave it to high, which is that one. And then pick our video, I'm going to leave it to regular. There's also a wide mode. And then the delay. They have a minimum of 15 seconds, then 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. And then this is the battery over here, level. So that's about all for the setup. It calculates the moon phases and all that from the time, I would assume, and it also has temperature on it and date and time and those normal things as well. So I think overall it's got pretty good settings. It's a fairly small print, but I mean it's not too big of a deal. You might have some trouble seeing it. I don't like that it powers off quite so quickly, but I mean it's a good idea, I guess, to save battery life and so that it's not left on in the field. It does power off after so many seconds though. It probably wouldn't be a problem, except for that I'm videoing to show the menu, so I'm not going through it as quickly as you probably would if you weren't videoing. So I'll do a quick overview of the rest of what came in the package and some things I like and don't like about it so far, and then I'll set it up, and then after some time I'll do a review to see some of the clips I've gotten and what I like and don't like about them and how well it's held up and all that sort of stuff. It does have 70-foot illumination. Let me see if I can focus that. And if I move my hand, we'll see if it'll come on. You can see the infrared lights. So they are low glow, they're not no glow. There is a version of it, I believe, that is no glow, but I didn't pay too much for this one, so you kind of get what you pay for. And I don't think the other Trailcam I'm running is also a low glow, so, and I haven't had too much trouble with it. If you want to watch that video, I'll put a link up in the top corner and also down in the description. I've got bucks on that, does, and all kinds of other animals, so I haven't had too much trouble with the wildlife. Overall, I think it's pretty durable, like it feels pretty durable. I don't think it would suffer too much from like damage and all that sort of stuff. I especially like the way the T-post mounts, so that's what I'm going to show next. Because when you mount one of these things, it's kind of made to be set up in the middle of a field on top of something, and so you can't, you could use the tripod mount, but you probably wouldn't really want to mount it to a tree because you lose all the back footage basically. So I'll show the T-post mount now. So here's the T-post mount in the packaging. It's got some bolts, some rubber or some kind of washer there, and then a slot where the T-post can go in, and then it's spaced so that the T part of it can go right here. So that just goes on the back of this like this. You can hear it's actually on. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's moving around and trying to sense where the movement is coming from. So I'll put it on and then show how I put it on, because it's kind of difficult to do one-handed, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got the T-post mount on now. You can see it's got a cap on this side and then a T-shape on the other side. I think that's a really cool design. You can also mount it on a regular camera tripod mount. I did notice it does make some noise when the thing is moving around, so we'll see how the wildlife does with that. Like, you can actually hear it. Let me see if I can get the camera to hear it when I turn it on here. And I'll have to leave it for 30 seconds or however long it is. In the meantime, it also comes with a strap here. I already mentioned that, but if you did want to strap it to a tree, the strapping slots are right there. It would still work. It would work on the front, and it would probably work still pretty good because it has the 3 detectors, so it can detect in the 3 directions. You can see the LEDs are glowing right now. I'm not sure if you could hear that. That red light is supposed to quit flashing after so many minutes of having it set up. It's probably like an aim setting to help you see if you are within its field of detection. Let me see if I can get it to move again. I'll turn it over like this. So if you can probably hear that, we'll see. But it does make like this low motorized noise. So we'll see how the wildlife does with that. I'll upload a video in the future that has kind of like a review and some of the footage I've gotten on it and how well it's held up over time. I would like to try hooking it up to the 6-volt jack because I would probably like to put it on video mode, and that, at least in my last Trailcam, ran through the batteries pretty quickly, and especially since it's winter right now, it'll probably run through them even quicker. It also comes with a software CD. Right here. It says it's not necessary, but it's optional, and apparently that player is used by the FlexTime files can be played by most media players, but they do have the software. They have a French and an English manual, and then the packaging, and then this what looks like, yeah, a warranty registration card. I'll post the warranty details in the description. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you like it, and it really helps. It really support our channel. And we'll see you next time.